After whitewashing Bangladesh at home recently, unstoppable India get ready to take on 2021 WTC champions New Zealand at home. Hello and welcome to Republic World. I'm Ankit Banerjee and I'm joined by my colleague Jishu over here. And in this session, we are going to preview the upcoming first test match at the Chinnaswamy Stadium over here. So without wasting any time, Jishu, first things first, I was just checking the AccuWeather like I always do. And I found out that there is a 90% chance of rain. What do you have to say to it? Because last time I remember you said that, these are not exact. These predictions are not exact. So do you still think it's not going to rain and it's all wishy-washy?
I mean, see, at this point in time, after what happened in Kanpur with Bangladesh, what India did to Bangladesh at Kanpur, I mean, it rains, it doesn't rain, it does not matter, because we had only 35 overs on the first day. Then the next 3 days there was a wet outfield, the playing conditions were not good, their days had to be called off, but India pulled out a result in 2 days. Of course, New Zealand is a better side than Bangladesh, having said that, with all due respect to Bangladesh, but even if it rains, even if you lose few overs, lose few days, I'm pretty much sure that India have all the capability and all the firepower in the arsenal to pull out this test match and obviously force a result, whichever way it might go. They end up winning it or they end up losing it. So the weather, I don't think it plays such a huge part because India have been playing so well.
So on a hypothetical note, Jishu, you think 180 overs or 178 overs to be precise is good enough for defeating New Zealand? What do you think?
I mean, see, what happened to New Zealand in Sri Lanka, I mean, they do not look as good or as strong a side, right? I mean, they did not have enough experience of playing in India because, there are few fresh faces in the squad. They had a game against Afghanistan, which obviously got washed out. So, yes, and considering that Jasprit Bumrah is also in the side, we have Ravichandran Ashwin, we have Ravindra Jadeja. I think India can, put them under the pump. I mean, they can spin their way or they can bowl them out completely. And if it gets overcast, if it rains, if there is a moisture in the pitch, India certainly have the upper hand over there.
You want to say that India have all their bases covered?
Absolutely.
And now that you speak of Jasprit Bumrah, I'll have to ask you this question. See now, Jasprit Bumrah has been made Rohit Sharma's deputy, right? Do you think this call has been taken keeping BGT in mind, also knowing the fact that Rohit Sharma is probably going to miss a test match?
Yeah, of course. I mean, see, fast bowlers make a good captain. You see Pat Cummins, he won the Ashes, the WTC, the World Cup, all in the same year. I mean, it's a myth that, your fast bowler cannot be the captain. I know the theory behind it that, they might get injured, they have fragile bodies, they bowl a lot of overs, they need a bit of break in between. But yeah, I mean, Jasprit Bumrah, fantastic option, a calm head, experienced campaigner. He has been playing for India for all the test matches, and I feel that as far as a batsman, a bowler also assesses the condition well because he will be bowling on that surface. He knows the ground dimensions, he knows what the batsman is trying to do. So of course, Jasprit Bumrah as a vice captain, as a deputy to Rohit Sharma, fantastic call. And even if Rohit Sharma misses the BGT, for personal reasons or whatever it is, and if Jasprit Bumrah is to captain, bang on choice.
Right, let's talk about Jasprit Bumrah. Now that you speak of Jasprit Bumrah, I thought that, Indians are playing 8 test matches, 2 against Bangladesh, 3 here, and then 5 against Australia. So I thought Jasprit Bumrah would be given some rest at some point of time if he has to play all the 5 test matches against Australia. So I thought against New Zealand, maybe if India take a 2-0 lead, the 3rd test match, Bumrah could be rested. So now is it safe to say that Bumrah is not going to be rested?
I mean, see, if he is going to be rested or not going to be rested, it completely depends on the management. But if you were to take my opinion, I don't think he should be rested, and he's been playing on the trot, right? I think that he's looking at these matches as a preparation for the Australia series. I know the conditions will be different, but there's nothing better than a game practice or a match practice. I mean, you may bowl as many balls in the nets, but when you're bowling to an actual batsman in a real game time situation, I think Jasprit Bumrah has been looking at it in this way, and now he is the vice captain, he has an added responsibility on his head. So he being made the deputy of Rohit Sharma, I'm damn sure that he'll play all the 3 test matches against New Zealand.
Well, let's speak of the Indian captain Rohit Sharma. He's a big player, of course. But Jishu, off late I've noticed that Rohit, who used to get these big daddy hundreds, is getting out for 40s, 50s, ultra aggressive 40s and 50s. In a game against Bangladesh, you also saw Rohit Sharma hit a 6 of the first ball. That is so surreal. Never even heard of such things happening in test match cricket. So what do you think if he curbs his ultra aggressive approach and looks forward to making these big hundreds. Is that how he should be thinking? And is that how Gautam Gambhir should be, guiding him? That look to make these big scores?
I mean, see, more than the big hundreds or something, it's the impact of the innings that matters. If you recall, Ricky Ponting and Adam Gilchrist used to play in the same team, in the same squad. Now Gilchrist does not have as many test hundreds as Ricky Ponting, but the impact remains the same, because you need someone either at the top of the order or either at the bottom of the order who comes in, tongs the ball at his will, forces himself on the opposition. Rohit Sharma has been doing exactly that. Now, if I have to cite an example of the Indian team, Sehwag, Sachin, Dravid, Lakshman, they all played in the same team. Now Sehwag does not have as many hundreds as Sachin Tendulkar or Rahul Dravid, right? But what was his impact as an opener? He just used to smash ballers on his will, I mean, he does not have that conservative approach that you need to leave the ball to get it old, right? He used to smash the ball, and that is something that Rohit Sharma has been doing, and he has been doing it pretty well. Now he has ample amount of support from Yashasvi Jaiswal also, who has the same way of playing. So now when the oppositions they face India, they know, they are certain in their brain that Rohit Sharma won't leave the ball, Yashasvi won't leave the ball. If you are to contain them, you have to bowl at good areas. But Rohit Sharma, being the batsman he is, that doesn't even guarantee you that you bowl in the good areas, in the good regions, and you don't get hit.
See, with Bangladesh it was a different opposition, but New Zealand, they are formidable. They could come and hurt you. You think Gautam Gambhir and Team India's template for the upcoming test matches is going to be the same, where they are going to go hard at the bowlers? What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, this has worked for them, right? I mean, Bangladesh are no doubt, as compared to New Zealand, Bangladesh are a very weaker side, but they pulled out a result in 2 days in Kanpur. I think this template has been working for them, and not even in the test. I mean, they did the same in the T20 as against Bangladesh. They have an ultra aggressive approach. They are going for results. They are forcing results. It doesn't matter to them if they get out at 200 or they go on to score 400 or 500. I mean, this is excellent style of playing test cricket. We always used to speak about Virat Kohli's aggressive body language, his aggressive Team India, but this is an aggressive Team India, both with the bat and the ball, and I think test match lovers are having fun. Absolute blast.
Oh yes, without any doubt at all. Test match has got a new lease of life, it seems, in that way. Let's talk about the combination. You think the same team is going to play, the team that played the second test at Kanpur against Bangladesh?
I think they should play. In the first test match, I think they should persist with the same team. I think in many ways, I'm sorry I'm calling it a bit early, but this is the same team. I don't know what Rohit Sharma's situation is as of now, but this is the same team that takes the field at Perth when India play their first test match of the BGT.
There is going to be no change at all.
I mean, even if they change later on during the series, but this team, the ones that played at Kanpur, the one that played at Chennai against Bangladesh, this is exactly going to be the same team that will play at Perth against Australia in the first test match.
Which means Sarfaraz Khan has to wait a little
Absolutely.
more.
I mean, he'll have to wait. In Australia, you need experienced campaigners, right? Sarfaraz is a terrific batsman, nothing against him, he's a terrific player, but you need some game. You need some game time in your kitty so that you can go and you can perform in Australia.
What is the kind of pitch you're expecting at the Chinnaswamy?
It's going to be a belter for sure, definitely. I mean, to start with it, it's going to be a belter, no doubt. If the rain comes into play, you never know, fast bowlers might have a bit of assistance, but I think it's going to be a high scoring game, for sure.
So yes, as you heard it, eyes will be on the skies. But again, I realized after speaking with Jishu that India will start firm favourites against New Zealand, given their run of form currently. Thank you so much for joining us in this session on Our Sport Fit. Stay tuned to this channel for all the latest across sports. Thank you so much.